What can we do about the nature crisis? It's not just about conservation, it's about connection. But with 80% of us in the UK living in towns and cities, we're more removed from nature than ever. So perhaps unsurprisingly, nature doesn't tend to feature in people's top priorities. And with falling standards of living and record levels of poverty, there are other things to worry about, things that feel more real and more urgent. If we want to grow action for nature, we need to grow nature connection where people live, urban neighbourhoods, and in a way that doesn't ignore challenges but actively addresses them. So what role for nature conservation organisations? Evidently we can't just rock up and turn every car park into a nature reserve overnight, can we? The good news is that there are grassroots organisations right around the country doing the work of turning the grey green, creating places to play and exercise, tackling isolation and growing healthy food with their communities. And it's happening at places like Hamilton Hill Clay Pits Nature Reserve here in Glasgow. This was once an industrial site and literal dump close to Glasgow city centre. It's now a beautiful nature reserve that's a haven for both people and wildlife, and it's looked after by a local community charity called Hamilton Hill Clay Pits Local Nature Reserve Management Group. They're one of 18 organisations working on the Nature Neighbourhoods project, which is seeking to revive nature for both people and for wildlife. Our project officer Matt went to go and visit Mathwa in Leeds, one of the other organisations working on the project, to find out what they have been working on.
So people live in deprived areas like Lincoln Grange. People in this area, they don't talk to the neighbours. They are from very, very different backgrounds. That's why we have these green initiatives, those green activities to create this safe space. We've created a garden sanctuary, Roxby Community Garden, which is the first garden of sanctuary in Leeds.
If people don't have nature on their doorstep, they can't see nature, they don't understand nature, they're not connected to nature.
Nature Neighbourhoods has been a great help. They've been running regular workshops, trainings, and they've recommended people we can speak to, other organisations we can make connections with, funding opportunities, like really useful sessions like scenario planning sessions and how to work with the local authority. And this project really makes us understand the importance of those green initiatives in the community.
This is who we need to work with, organisations who are already trusted in their communities, not only restoring nature to the UK cities, but doing it in a way that makes the most sense in their place. Let's meet Bob and Julianne from Hamilton Hill Clay Pits.
Hamilton Hill Clay Pits and Nature Neighbourhoods visions align.
We were looking to do something that was going to last. We were in the middle of the city. We were getting people somewhere that they can come.
Because there's not a lot of green space around North Glasgow. There's a lot of high-rise flats where people don't have gardens. Nature Neighbourhoods has been extremely useful for Hamilton Hill. It's helped us with funding opportunities, and also the different aspects of training has allowed us to treat the nature reserve differently. For example, we've got landowners where we learn to deal with them appropriately and how to get them to support us, support the community at the same time.
We now have funding to help sustain the place, which we didn't have before that.
We have managed to get a lot of our community involved in a number of ways through training opportunities. It wasn't just about us, it's about everyone who takes part, so it's only right that they have their say of how the future should look with the clay pits.
Nature conservation organisations have been at the forefront of protecting nature in the UK. From policy and campaigning to actively protecting and restoring wild places. And of course, we should still do that. But we also need to be brave enough to change. If we want nature looked after, we need more people connecting to nature where they are. And to do that, We need to magnify the work of the local organisations that are rooted in their communities, working together to share resources, knowledge, ideas, and of course, power as well. Nature Neighbourhoods shows that we don't need to be the ones doing the work to have a massive impact. So, over to you.